There we go. Now you ready?
Yeah.
If Grady's ready, I'm ready. And if Grady's ready, you're ready, and we're ready. And Pops, will you do us a favor? Will you hit us with the headlines?
I would.
Oh, Jeebus, Grievous.
Hang
on, let's try that again. You ready?
Yes. Guten Tag, mates. Pre-announcing the announcement of a pre-announcement of the biggest announcement of the year. Yeah. You can add 5 horsepower to your cigar tomorrow in the F1 paddock.
Not tomorrow. It doesn't say tomorrow. Read the headlines, man.
When is it then?
Stick around to find out. Next headline.
Takeaways from the trade show. Did we take something?
A lot.
Catch us this week for Tequila Tuesday. Tuesday.
I know that piqued a lot of people's interest. We have all that and more. We will be back in just...
Calm down before you stress up the groove, the energy a little.
Got no guitar, got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit and let the blues lay where they are. 'Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate. Light up an atabay, raise a toast, watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
And we are back.
We are back.
What's up, Pops?
It's Saturday.
At the shop,
I am Pops. This is my kid.
Brandon.
And we are here to entertain you for the next 30 to 47 minutes. We are here in Frisco, Texas, Industrial Cigar Company. And today's show is brought to you by, thank God, it's Distretto Coffee.
Yeah. I'm
need
going to
it.
be honest, though.
I need it.
I've moved. I know. I'm dogging.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest. I have moved for an immediate hit of caffeine. I just take an entire Celsius down and then start sipping coffee like a normal human being. But I get that 200 milligrams in my system.
Oh,
first.
yeah. You need that 200.
Let me do this,
What's
because
the matter?
you got this whole thing. People are probably just hearing you go.
But I want to be in striking
No,
distance.
you are
And
definitely
then,
in striking distance.
And also,
striking
speaking of our show today, special show today, you know why? The Germans are here.
No, a German is here.
Like I said, the Germans are here. And today's show is brought to us in all its glory. German engineered cigars. Write it down. This will be the hottest line in the industry in the next 2 years.
Think so?
No doubt.
Would you say that if Oliver wasn't right over there?
Oh, yes.
What did I say when we came back from the show?
Originally, you have a real keen eye for this stuff, and they tickle all your funny bones, all of them.
Yep, they got
To a
soft
point
hands.
where I already had a preconceived notion what was going to happen in the review, but when you have to get in front of 4 Frakes and 4 other people with different palates, and all 8 have to like your product, and only one company out of all of it that you brought back from the show in February made it, German Engineered Cigars was it.
It was unanimous, 100%.
100%.
That was
100%.
We're going to talk about that process here in just a bit, but we've had German Engineered Cigars now since January, February time frame, and it's just, I just love this stuff. I love smoking it. I like the branding.
I love it. And watch this. If you're coming to us from a foreign country like Germany, let us know, and we will say Guten Day, mate, to you in whatever language you come in at.
So are you moving away from Good Day Mate to Guten Day Mate all day today?
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
It's a German month.
It's on brand.
Yeah. I had bratwurst last night. I mean, everything's, we're in the zone.
Yeah, we are.
We're in the zone. I drove an Italian car today.
That is off-brand. That's not what you were just talking about.
That's real American
What is
classic
that?
right there.
Oh, it's a C1 Corvette.
57. If it was 58, it would have had this chrome strips down the
Really?
back. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about style? What do you think about these new shirts?
Beautiful.
New staff shirts.
Beautiful.
You like it?
I love it.
It's kind of got the two-tone happening.
Yeah.
Feel that fabric?
I feel the fabric. I feel that the fabric is going to adhere closely to my one pack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're getting jacked though.
I am getting jacked. Now I'm going to have to stay jacked to wear these little skinny ass bitch shirts.
No. It's got plenty of space.
Good. You see some of the people that
Work here?
your brother's going to fill that thing out like Kardashian fills out a one.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Here we go. That's where. Let's continue to move
Let's
forward.
don't piss off the Kardashians. We know they're watching today.
You know what? I was just realizing that people are actually watching the show, so we should add some value to people's lives.
It looks to me like at least we have a start. We've got a bunch of people in this morning again.
Good
If you're
morning.
coming
Hit
to
that
us-
share button. Hit a comment. Like it. Do something. Damn, we can't just be up here.
We don't have
doing all the
Bennington.
work.
We don't have Bennington here
To share it
sharing
on-
this with the 733 cigar sites that he belongs to.
But I will tell you what.
Ron does. Ron belongs to all of them.
Swiss. Oh, that's that right there is Dave Wagner. He's coming in. Is that the name of the company? German Engineered Cigars.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been in the humidor. You walk right
Look,
next to him to get the Toro.
Some of these guys, they like to be waited on, so they don't get into the humidor very often. Just saying. Not saying that's Wagner, but you'll notice that he didn't know that it was actually called German Engineered Cigar. It's like we're defining it.
Right.
Like
Right.
we're now placed to have cigars instead of Industrial Cigar Company.
In all fairness, he then said GEC with a question mark, which out of laziness, that's how I'll do it from time to time. GEC and
That's how they're in our system because I just couldn't type in German. I always misspell engineer anyway.
and German.
Yeah. So
Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Johnny Goodner.
So
Goofy
we are.
Dog, he says.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful day here on the surface of the sun. We're having a car show, and it is.
Here's what I just found out.
What?
I was thinking the car show was really light this
It
morning.
was
I
feeling
thought,
light.
This is not right. We had 55 cars that all registered.
Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah. Sharp.
Show. Well, and then we have someone who came in and said, "Hey, do you know your show starts at 11:30?"
11:30.
Said that makes sense why it's a light show. There were still about 15, 20 cars that showed up.
But it does show you that the people in the park up front group follow directions.
They absolutely do.
I hope
So
they do. So at 11:30, we're gonna have a flood. So
We
a lot of
will
people-
have a car show soon.
We will
That's
have
great.
a flood. The dude with that bandana on that looks like a rocker, that is a cool car that he's got.
What's he got?
He's the one that rolled in that Corvette.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But we have everything here from Jeep pickup trucks to Ferraris to a lot of classic Porsches. And it's timely because it's a German day. We're feeling very Germany.
You think so?
Yes.
Let's talk. Let's talk cigars here,
You want to?
shall we?
Yeah.
All right. What did you grab for Cigar Talk this morning?
Well, of course I grabbed, there is a box that houses,
Are we freezing on yours?
are we froze?
Because on this one we are.
Okay. So there is a box that Nathan is in there unloading that got here just in time for this evening's event, which you're going to talk about. In that box is the German engineered cigars. Listen to me, Wagner. This is for you. The Raumzeit.
How do you say it?
Raumzeit.
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 That's in there.
I'm going to need a whole German lesson.
Yes.
I can tell you that right
We
now.
are going to go
'Cause
through
I
a
need to
German
see-
101 tonight.
I need to see how they say "good day, mate" in Germany. But so the Raumzeit. I'm not shitting, folks. We just went to the trade show. I don't even want to think about how many cigars we smoked. It was a shit ton.
Yeah, I wouldn't admit it to my
Constant?
doctor.
No way. Constant. Best cigar that I smoked at the show.
It is fantastic.
I'm not saying it because he's here.
As far as just off the shelf cigars that you can smoke that isn't 14 years old in Nelson's personal humidor.
Right.
This was a cigar that I was thinking about the whole time. I should have smoked it the first day, as soon as we got there, so then I could have gone back multiple times to smoke it.
Yep.
Thankfully, it is here. We are launching. We are going to have the Ham site here tonight.
Nice.
See that?
Yeah.
Ham site. We're going to have that here tonight, and it will be launched. That will not last long. Don't worry. It will come back. When you do sleep on it, you forget about it. Friends will share if you got the right friends. Yeah, that's freezing up there, right? Yeah. Is it freezing on your side? Are we freezing on your guys' side?
No, we're live.
Okay. It's just this iPad is from 18 months ago, and Steve Jobs doesn't want you to have anything for more than 16 months without it breaking.
I just want to slam on the brakes real quick. I see that JD Mars is in. JD, condolences to your family and you on your loss. You're in our thoughts and prayers.
Shall we take a moment of silence for
please.
JD Mars'
Yep.
father?
A moment of silence, please. Okay.
Love you.
Love you. All right. So,
don't break the moment back there. Come on. No, we're sending nothing but love to you, JD, to you and the rest of the Mars family, everyone up there in Paris, Texas. Beautiful people. I cannot wait to go up and join their lounge up there. Rigby's. Saw them at the show.
Yeah.
But tonight we do have the Ram site.
ROM site, that's where we were going.
I'm curious where that goes. It's a Connecticut wrapper, produced in Nicaragua, correct?
Correct.
It is, you know what, for those who like the Zulu, hop on the train. That's taking you to the same place.
It is so good. So
Good
anyway.
point. We should stop talking. Let's move to another cigar before we sell them all before the event.
Yes. So
What's up, Oliver?
German Engineer Cigars are in the house today. We are doing a large event with them tonight to really do the official launch. The beautiful part of it was Oliver was at the trade show, drove here from Las Vegas. We'll ask him about his journey across the great country of Texas.
Yep.
And we'll have that conversation. DC jumped for joy back in the house. Yeah. When we left, we had 12 boxes sitting up on the top and everything was full. We're going for 3 days. Come back, it's all gone.
Yep.
I don't know if the guys just rang it up wrong and all of a sudden everybody's like, man, they're only selling these things for $1. I don't know what happened, but it went crazy. So DC is back in the house. And this is a little teaser.
Why don't we just launch that bitch right now?
No, let's do it when we're supposed to.
Oh.
I know that's what you want to do, but
that's definitely what I want to do.
July 22nd will be the 3-month birthday that the ICC exclusive Gen 2 Lancero has been roasting in a 1792 barrel, whiskey barrel.
Thanks, SSW.
Thank you, SSW. And I smoked this Tuesday night.
Likewise.
What?
It's ready.
What?
It's ready.
It is. We have about 780 sticks. They will sell out in as fast as it takes to ring up 780 sticks.
In my opinion, this is the best one we've done. I think
Hands down.
I think the barrel works the best with that tobacco, and the length that it's been in there, and we haven't opened it, we haven't checked it, we haven't done. It's been in there aside from maybe a couple times opening it, so it's really soaked in. And what I've noticed is it doesn't smoke as wet. I don't know if that makes sense,
but that
the flavors there.
The apple, the caramel, all of these flavors. There's a reason we call it the whiskey straw, because it tastes like you're using it to suck the whiskey out of your glass. It's amazing. Not sure how we're going to release this, but on 7/22 they will have been in the barrel for 3 months, and I now understand what cigar manufacturers that age their tobacco properly feel like when they look at their balance sheet and they see thousands of dollars worth of shit just sitting there and we can't sell it. So I feel for, we know our friend Nelson Alfonso has well over $2 million worth of tobacco that will sit for 4 years. before he ever thinks about putting it into production.
Yeah.
And then it sits for 4 years after it's rolled.
And look, we can speak poorly of any manufacturer that cuts the corners on there. All I will say is I empathize with them because I can't even wait for the cookies to cool down before I start eating.
No.
And this is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
This, especially where this is, to wait an additional 6 days for this, that's going to be tough. I'm going to be honest.
Look, I think we'll probably have to bundle these in 5-packs, maybe some 10-packs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But I don't know if we limit it on how many people can buy. I don't know, but I would love to see a bunch of people get this cigar. But as you can imagine, we like to bring in cigars and sell them.
Yeah.
And what's that?
Are reservations allowed?
Really, guys booking reservations. Yeah, go on open table. Tell me like a table for 4 right in front of the barrel. Because it smells glorious when I pull that
when you
out.
open that out. Oh,
Yeah.
So that's kick-ass. DC's in the house. We have German engineered cigars. I'm so glad he brought a box with him because when I went in there, there's just 2 facings remaining.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we got to get after it. So we will have more German engineered cigars this evening. Let's.
You want to talk about the show, or do you want to talk about tonight?
You know what? What I actually want to talk about quickly, those who are watching, is this.
What is that?
You know what this is? This is how you add 5 horsepower to your cigars immediately.
That makes perfect sense.
You got this?
And you lighten things up. You go faster.
Yep. Okay, so check this out. As part of the Pitoro Paddock Lounge experience, they threw down, and when I say they threw down, I mean they really did.
Oh my God.
This is a true carbon fiber, not just colored carbon fiber. Carbon fiber 5-pack, lightweight, super fast. And what we're going to do is if you get tickets and attend the French GP, which is a week from tomorrow.
Okay,
I think
that makes
is
sense.
July 24th.
Okay.
Anyone who arrives, they're going to be put into the lottery to walk out with this. All you have to do is just show up, watch the race.
What if you show up early and take that, and then say somebody already won?
Well, I might have lost it by then.
I see how
we
this
will
works.
see how this works. But
Yes.
this thing is badass. So thank you, Pablo. Thank you
Yes.
for putting that together. And we have more stuff coming as he's going to different races across the world and sending in different F1.
We need to get some more stuff autographed by
Uh-huh.
Mick Schumacher because he's becoming the hot driver. He was driver of the week last week.
Oh, was he really?
Yep.
He earned it.
6th place.
He earned it. Wow, that's
That
kick-ass he got
guy looked at everybody's taillights for the last year. Everybody's.
He wasn't even
And-
far enough to see the lights.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Have you been in for F1 yet? You need to come in for the F1.
I love it.
It is such a cool way to watch. I mean, everybody's watched a basketball game or a football game at home, and you just go, yay. But when you get everybody fired up, and then you find out who's following who, and then somebody passes somebody.
You have the iPads with the data on it. You're kind of running through it.
Awesome.
You're in here when it's all closed down. And here's the beauty is when the races are kicking off at 6 a.m., 7 in the morning, for us, we have a delay.
Right.
So the couple times that there have been 2-hour delays, we just go right to live. We skip through everything.
There was a race was it a couple weeks ago that there was the bad crash.
Yep,
and it was
Silverstone.
down for what, an hour?
2 hours.
2 hours.
So it was exactly right up to live. And because there's a time allotment for broadcast, it cannot go past a certain amount of time. So you'll always be right on time.
Right.
Especially when it's over.
I love a sport that has a deadline.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like,
and
if
no
you guys
ties.
can't get this stuff done in 3.5 hours, whoever was in the lead wins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. What's everybody smoking this morning? What you guys doing? What are you drinking? What's happening?
Yeah.
Let us know what you're doing.
What's up, Dusty Robert?
Frank the Tank is coming in. Zach is coming in.
We got Trisha
Spiro
Robuckin.
Speedy. Here, how would you
Spiro
pronounce?
Speedy Meledones.
That's a new name.
That one's a new
I
one.
haven't seen that
Good
one,
morning.
but
He's
I like the
definitely still not in
Speedy
here.
part. Definitely like the Speedy part. Should be at our car show right now.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or when it starts.
Once it starts in an hour.
What an idiot I am.
Well, your timing has never been. You've been off a day or two, a lot.
Yeah. I live a day off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just doing
running a day ahead
I'm
of
doing
time.
my best.
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
doing my best.
Well, you're doing a good job. Just you need to slow down.
Yeah, amen. Rob has been. If anyone has not smoked one of these Bandolero firecrackers, you're not going to, because Rob has bought every one of them, and you might be smoking the last one.
He is.
You were smoking the last one?
Yep.
Well, let's not talk about that cigar, because
Yeah.
that's gone.
Let's talk about the show.
Let's talk
We
about
just
the show.
we just returned Monday, actually Tuesday morning, about 2:30 in the morning. I climbed in bed. It was a sprint. The show goes Friday to Tuesday. We decided to pack that all into Saturday, Sunday, and half a Monday. The show this year was interesting. The trade show, this is called PCA. This is where the entire industry gathers. Manufacturers set up their booths, show all their new stuff. Interesting when it's, we live and die in what is considered the boutique. We call it the craft arena, where the really high quality cigars rest, as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Davidoff, General Cigars, which is a huge conglomerate that has all the big Cuban brands underneath it, Altadis, that has all the big Cuban brands, and
Drew
other
Estate.
shit, Drew Estate, that normally has half of the show floor, and DJs and everything else. All those guys didn't exhibit. So what it did is it gave retailers like us an opportunity to actually spend time with German engineered cigars and Crux and some of the others. And it is, it's exciting to see what's happening right now in the industry. I feel this.
What up,
just,
Wesley?
I feel this shift happening from the big box brand names, and I see more attention. That was never more apparent than talking to Jeff Hogan at Crux. Mm-hmm. Those guys were busy all the time. New dealers coming on board, and you have a closer view to what's happening with their business. But they went from looking for business to having all the business that they can say grace over right now.
Yeah, and we saw that. It's just, I think it's a renaissance in the cigar industry towards high quality, low production numbers. And every time I tried to go over and speak with Oliver and Klaus over at the German Engineer booth, they were always full.
Yeah, always.
We had to continuously, we'll come back in an hour.
Come back, yeah.
Come back in an hour.
Yeah.
That was for days. So if you're not in this area, there's good news to reach nationwide. There are some tremendous cigars out there that people are
Tremendous cigars.
People are
So
producing.
what were some of the cigars that there's a lot of new cigars that are coming out that of course we'll have. There was a lot of limited edition cigars. The thing that I do like about the show is they encourage manufacturers to deliver a PCA exclusive, and the only ones that can get it are people that actually attend the show.
right.
So when you have all these guys that just sit around and wait for a price sheet to come into them from the, and not attend, they're missing out some opportunities. We had that last year with the Sergeant, Ma Pâtissier, some of those that were coming out. What were some of the cigars that you tried that are coming soon that really opened your eyes?
The Crux Epicure Habano that was young and it was delicious.
Well, he said it needed a month of rest.
It was.
I didn't notice it even until I got to the end where you can look, if he thinks that wasn't ready.
It's good. If it's going to be better than that.
If it's going to be better than that, it's going to be scary good.
You know a line that surprised me that I've gone back to?
What's
that? I never gave a second thought on. Just because it looks like a novelty item, it's ugly as hell with those Toscanos.
Yeah, I didn't go to that meeting, but you guys were just like blown away.
They were well put together.
Yeah.
And it's they use a lot of Italian tobacco.
Yeah.
They produce in Italy. And I'll tell you what, it is the ugliest little cigar you'll ever see.
It looks like Clint Eastwood should be smoking that cigar.
And that's part of me, when I've seen them before, I thought it was more of a joke cigar. They fire cure, they do certain things, but it's a different approach. I enjoyed it. It's a fun little cigar. If you want something that's just lightweight, that you know the kids are going to come outside and bug you 17 times, you got to relight it. It's not bad to put in the rotation. So we have testing. We'll see if it makes it through. It has my vote, but I'm one of
Brad,
many.
There are 3 blue bags up on the top in the vault. Will you bring those out to us, please?
Absolutely.
What's a standout for you?
The round sight. That was probably the best cigar that I smoked. Our meeting with Luciano was like anything. When we talk Luciano, it is magic. We had the opportunity to meet his wife and his daughter, and it was a wonderful experience. There's several cigars that are coming out that he's bringing out. He gave us a couple of cigars that were not banded yet that will be coming out. There was 2 cigars that he was having us try. That is going to be, whichever one we chose was going to be a cigar that he makes just for us. The other cigar he was going to make as part of his line, and he has this limited edition cigar that's coming out that pays homage to his mother and his daughter. And it is an incredible story. We're going to let Luciano tell that story when he comes in. But the La Pâtissier last year, which was was that a Lancero or a Lonsdale? A little bit bigger ring gauge.
Yeah.
But that was so successful that they're doing multiple sizes, different sizes of that cigar. So I'm very excited about that. And then he talked about, he bought a winery. And Luciano is big into wine. So he's developed a cigar.
Mas Igneos, I think.
What is it?
I think it's Mas Igneos.
Okay.
I think that's
Let's go with
what it
that.
is.
So that cigar, they actually tested the pH balance of the cigars, and they tested the pH balance of the wine and created a blend that the pH balance was exactly the same as the wine. And it actually comes in like a pull-out wine case. I'm really excited to try that.
So just to give you a quick understanding of how many cigars are about to be smoked, this small amount is 11 cigars, right? That's 11. That's how many we have to evaluate.
Before they have a chance to make it to the floor.
These are all new lines to evaluate this week. We're actually breaking it up into 2 sessions for our first time ever.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday. We have a minimum of 10 people per session.
Yep.
Let's just say the industry's getting back on its feet.
Yeah, and I could always tell the manufacturers that wanted to do business and appreciate and respect what we do, and those that were a little nervous. Because if we explain our procurement process, where we sit down, it used to be just the 4 of us would sit down and smoke a cigar, and if it was unanimous, we'd put it on the floor. Now we're bringing in women, men, different parts of their cigar journey. We're setting them down and looking for a unanimous vote. What's interesting is we had some manufacturers that would go, all right, well, here's a couple of cigars, go ahead and test them. But the companies that A, respected what we do, and B, have the confidence in their product, they gave us a lot of samples to try.
Dusty Robert asked a good question. Are we streaming the test sessions? I don't think so.
Might not, yeah.
Because
we're very
we could burn a lot of bridges without the intention of doing so. We are very, very.
We
cut
call
to
it
the
like
core.
it is.
Yeah, and it doesn't. I don't know if it would translate well.
We've had only one manufacturer allowed them to sit in the process, and they had to kind of sit off to the side, and sweat was pouring off of his head. But when we got done, he actually said, "I learned more about my cigars from you guys than I did sitting in this process in the factory." So we drill down and dig into these cigars, because we're not looking at what do we like, we're looking at what we believe people will like. But we wait for not as much flavor as it is performance, and then value.
Yep.
So somebody can have a great tasting cigar that performs great, and it's $16, but it's not as good as a German engineered at $12. then we'll just sell more German engineers.
Yep, exactly.
It's an interesting process, but it works.
It works, and really it helps us because when we're at the show and there are other retailers at the show that are just walking around grabbing samples and doing whatever fits their business, it adds so much responsibility and so much weight to our chest. What we're here to do is to represent our brand through the product that we have. So we're really representatives of the people who come into the lounge. That's our mindset.
Yeah,
and it's worked.
No doubt about it. So, so some of the cigars that really stood out, this new line Freud, I was very impressed with their stuff. The Crux Habano was a real standout. Rumslight was a standout. There were some cigars. There's some people that I really wonder what happens when they smoke it and go, this is it, make 5,000 of them. What the hell were they thinking? I don't get it.
I agree.
I
We won't put any names in there, but
No,
there are some
But
cigars.
there's a lot of fill in the blank. If we had to fill in the blank, there's a lot of blanks that get filled, though.
Boy, yeah. So those who are going to be a part of this testing committee, some of those cigars live in these bags.
Yeah. You'll see.
Just eat a full meal before you come in here.
You'll
That's all I gotta
see.
say. Just
Yeah.
eat a meal.
No doubt about it. Now, there was something else that might have been the standout of every trade show I've ever been to combined. That was one of the greatest moments in my cigar life. And we saved it for last. And I noticed that you have it as a topic, so I don't want to step on whatever your
No,
thought
go ahead.
process
No,
was.
go ahead. Mine's a little bit different, and I'll piggyback off of what you're saying.
Okay, so once we launched the Atabay Private Lounge, we're the world's first Atabay Private Lounge, our dear friend, family member, Nelson Alfonso, he promised we're going to do something special. We're going to do something special for Industrial. I didn't really grasp how special it was going to be. But Nelson created a new booth, which was one of the most beautiful booths, as you would expect from Nelson. One of the most beautiful booths at the show. Absolutely phenomenal booth. And it kind of had 4 entry points that all went to this center black lit pillar with glass in the center that was housing what one could just say is one of the coolest humidors I've ever seen. Humidors are rectangle-shaped boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they are. Ellie Blue does an incredible job, spends a whole lot of time, charges a whole lot of money, $5,000 minimum, for a beautiful cube. But this looked like, if you've ever seen a 930 slant-nose Porsche,
Yeah, it looked like that old
looked
Jag.
like that Jaguar that's leaving right now. This black lacquered, stunning gold inlay humidor was spectacular. Then, door opens up. There's this tray of beautiful Atabays. Great. Doors pull out the side. Doors pull out the front. This thing in full width. What did he say? It was a meter wide.
Mm-hmm.
So over 3 feet wide. The humidor is stunning. And then to close the door and in gold on the front is the Industrial Cigar logo was unreal. And then he handed me the metal badge that will go inside, and he gave me 001 of 50. And that plaque will go inside. We will talk about what's going to happen with this. We're actually going to get one and we'll create a display. But this is going to be one of those opportunities where Ron Hancock decides to sell a kidney.
Right.
And
Start shopping.
He decides he's going to get one. Adrian over here sells one of his guns,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we'll actually be able to, it'll actually have a plaque when they're pre-ordered that will say made exclusively for Ron Hancock
Right.
on a metal plaque inside the humidor. This is a very, very special piece. Then, I mean, that was special to have Nelson pull it out, for all of us to take pictures with it. You have Eric Newman from JC Newman. You have all these guys that are watching this photo session happen, and it was the envy of the industry. So very, very excited about that. Can't wait to unveil it, but it's very special. In addition, which then migrates into the launch of the new Alfonso line. There is actually the Alfonso line and the 1850 that's being launched, 2 lines, plus 2 limited edition cigars. That one is a 9-inch Salamone. That was just we're having out-of-body experiences there. To think we're 5 years old. The other companies that that Nelson associates with, the great retailers like Ambassador, just celebrated 25 years. Corona just celebrated 25 years, and we're just this punk kid that showed up, and here we are.
Yeah.
And it was a
Good morning,
very,
Patrick.
very, very humbling experience.
It was definitely emotional, and then we dropped the mic and we got on a plane and left.
Yeah,
That's all we could do at that point.
Yeah, it wasn't going to go up from there.
Now, piggybacking off what you were saying, the Alfonsos. The launch itself will be a week from next Wednesday. We're building up some things, but we are doing a pre-sale for this. These are extremely limited cigars.
They're
Sensational cigars.
So here's the thing. 200 boxes are being made in the dress box format, and then they're also doing what he calls a refill, which is a beautiful cedar box. But the dress boxes, there's only 200. Worldwide, there will only be 20 retailers that will be offered this cigar. 20. That's it. So people go out and chase Opus X, BBMFs. They go out and chase all that shit. You're wasting your time.
Just to put that into perspective, there are more retailers. For those who are in the DFW area, if you drive south of us about 8 miles, you hit 635. Make a little loop around that. There are more retailers between here and Addison that sell Tatuaje
Yep.
than will sell these cigars globally. So it's extremely limited. It's incredible. If you haven't smoked one, just close your eyes and click reserve, because you will not be let down.
No.
And they'll come in. They're a 3-pack with the tubes. I mean, just it's Nelson's best work, in my opinion.
It is.
From a
And-
blending standpoint, it's his best work. From a packaging standpoint, it's his best work.
And he also showed one of his things is he makes all the porcelain ashtrays for the Habanos brands. The Alfonso, the Atabey, and the Byron ashtrays that he did were works of art.
I agree.
Unbelievable.
So we have some viewers coming in from across the pond here. We have John Grizz.
Grizz coming in from London.
Yep.
Listen to this. Good day, mate.
And we have Patrick Martin coming in from Montenegro.
Montenegro. I haven't really worked on that one that well.
No, it's the
I don't
first.
get a lot of people in there. I'll just say it in the way they do it in Switzerland.
Okay.
Good day, mate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Very excited about Pitoro. Pitoro is doing the Terra Blanche in a Robusto.
I have a problem with that cigar.
It doesn't smoke long enough?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It ends too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 25 in a box, so don't panic.
Okay, good.
All right. Yeah.
Good. Box will have my name on it. I smoked a couple of those.
To just explain how exclusive that cigar really is, we had to, their shipment didn't arrive to the show to be able to display the Terra Blanche, which was the first chance that they were going to have it. Now, we have had it here at our store since November.
Right.
I had to carry on a box of Lanceros from my personal collection, and had to stop at one of our members' houses and take a box off his porch so that he could have the Gordo and the Lancero to display at the show.
Did you bring that box back?
I did not.
We should get that box back.
So Pablo, it's going to be a 3-for-1 deal. I bring you 1, you give me back 3.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's we can negotiate, but that's where that's the bottom line.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's
We had a question come in from Instagram asking about the Cup Solano.
ooh, Got a question coming in about the Crux Habano, about what it is. I think it's September.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot, especially getting into the fall.
A
There's
lot of
new
August,
stuff.
September, and a lot of October.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then into November with German engineered.
Yep. Yeah. And it looks like we will have Luciano one more time this year, and that'll be great because we'll be able to launch all of these new cigars.
Perfect.
And there was another cigar that was with the Ozinger family that is also now affiliated with Ace Prime and with Crown Heads, that they're doing a cigar that kind of ties to his synesthesia, that I hate to call it an illness, because for him
he calls it as a disease.
He calls it a disease. I call it it gives him a superpower, which is his palate. It is so there's a cigar
there's a whole story with that. Yeah,
There's a
so
whole
hang
story.
on. Yeah, that's actually got a pretty cool story. But I do want to stop talking for a second and have somebody else speak. And it's our esteemed guest, all the way in from Germany. So everyone wake up a little bit.
Wake up, pay attention.
Welcome, co-creator,
Co-owner
co-owner of German Engineered Cigars. Everyone give it up for Oliver Nichols! Come on up here. We put all of our guests in the least comfortable chair in all of Frisco. This is the hot seat.
That's a true German way to treat people.
Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Oh, this is incredible. It's
Right out of the gate, I feel like I'm being interrogated.
Yes.
Yes.
We've
We
got
will ask the questions.
Yes. We've got a German Shepherd coming in.
It's
Just
how
because-
fitting is this? The German Shepherd's walking by.
Yep.
Yeah, this is it.
Welcome in. You experienced your first night in Texas last night.
Yep.
Over at Nate's house. Now you have your first ICC experience this morning.
I already feel wonderful.
Good.
You're at
Good.
home now.
Yeah.
You're at home.
I am.
Feel free in here. This is just true
Yep.
freedom here. What is it that you want people to know about German engineered cigars?
I think what what we do when we say we engineer cigars is that we engineer them in a way that you get a great experience. We say we are flavor forward. We are not nicotine forward, but we are flavor forward.
Excellent point.
And we tell a small story about the cigars. So you have the experience. So you were just talking about Raumzeit. And I always describe the taste of Raumzeit in a way that I say, you are in a spaceship traveling at light speed far beyond the next galaxy, and your friendly android serves cake.
You see why I liked this right away?
That's so you.
Yes.
That's so you. By the way, here's what we hear the rest of the trade show. Nicaraguan, Dominican, Costa Rican filler, $6.99.
Yep.
That's what we hear.
And then we get.
And now we got
oh,
cake.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And it tastes like that. I mean, you picture that.
and the Rauschnicknugen. What is the story behind that? Because that's the one that really grabbed me. Yep, these guys, we're best friends right away.
It's easy. If you know, for example, the Nürburgring racetrack in Germany, it's nicknamed the Green Hell because it goes all through the forest. And we say you take an open race car around Nürburgring racetrack on a beautiful Sunday morning.
That's
Perfect.
it. That's
Perfect.
it.
Twists and turns. And
And that's what it is. This cigar has depth, it has complexity, but the key is not nicotine forward. So many of these companies right now are punching you in the face with this nicotine that people go, oh yeah, that's strong. I want a strong cigar.
Yeah.
You're missing the flavor. You're missing the complexity and the twists and turns. This is Nuremberg.
it had me from the beginning.
Yeah, it's a wonderful cigar.
I just love it. Your cigars they're so approachable. They're magnetic. They're easy to go back to.
Thank you.
And it's you and Klaus
Yes.
as you have this great yin and yang type of
It's-
relationship.
It's a symbiotic relationship. I come up with ideas for brands or for cigars, and he's the designer, and he says, "Yeah, I've got it in my mind. I just need to draw it." And then he comes back and shows it to me, and I go like, "That's exactly what I was thinking about." Yeah, it's really
Perfect
great.
connection.
It's really great. It's a perfect connection.
It really, your guys' teamwork is fantastic. It comes through. It comes through. It's obviously not one person's vision in what you're doing, but there are definitely like minds.
Yes.
And where you're going.
Yeah.
And we're working through something. I suppose we haven't officially figured out exactly what direction, but it sounds like we've got a good direction as far as a vision for ICC as well. I don't know if you're comfortable speaking about some of the conversations that we're running through, or any of the vision of what we'll do. But I'm so excited that either you're going to say it or I'm going to say it.
Somebody, you say it.
So for those who do enjoy the Realm site, this is that partnership that I love. Usually you sit in, you go to a manufacturer that you've created a good relationship with, and you throw out exactly what you want. You realize that's not what you're getting back. And we were walking around talking about, what if we did a Churchill Realm site with a red band and white font? I said that the second day of the show, and what was it, 30 seconds later, Klaus was looking up to make sure they had the red paper and everything.
If it was 30 seconds, he was really up to, okay, I need to find red paper, because our bands, they're made from paper. It's a special paper. It's a transparent paper. It's not plastic. It feels a little bit.
It feels like plastic,
but it is paper.
It's
transparent, and it's fully colored. It's not a blue print on the outside and the paper is white, but it's really colored through. And he was immediately looking for red paper, because that's a quality standard we want to meet. And he found it.
So watch out, because there's some really cool stuff coming.
Yes.
On this front. And tonight we'll be in for your first owner spotlight event. Here's how it's going to flow. First off, everyone is invited. We are welcoming you in. We will do a VIP session at 5 o'clock, back in the back. If you have tickets, you already know you have tickets for that. Then we'll step out here, and at about 8:30, we're going to put together a little 101. Yeah. We'll just have a conversation about your brand, about the blends, about the philosophy, and it will be an excellent opportunity to... I see cars rolling in. So it will be an excellent opportunity to learn about cigars, but specifically a completely different brand in yours. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
So do I.
And it's, so please come join us this evening. Grab your tickets now.
And you want to talk about instant credibility. We have this car show going on. We're car guys. And I'm thinking, so here comes our German engineer. So the natural... stereotypical response is, so which Mercedes do you drive? Which Volkswagen do you have in the garage? 65 GTO.
66.
Or 66 GTO.
Yep.
That's baller shit going on in Germany.
Yeah, it's baller shit when your gas is $8 a gallon. That's real baller shit.
9.
It's $9 a gallon.
Yes.
$9 a gallon, you're driving a 6.5 liter V8.
Well, it's the price of fun.
Yeah,
I like that.
And don't you hate if somebody pulls up to you, so what kind of gas mileage you get? Man, if you got to ask,
you can't afford it.
You can't afford it. Just get out of here.
Oh, no, it's excellent. I cannot wait for this evening. I'm putting the kids to bed and coming up here to party with you. It's going to be a blast.
So our friends at Distretto are asking if you enjoyed the coffee. We have a coffee that's specially blended for us by these guys and roasted by these guys.
I do.
They do a great job.
I really do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll say this on the air real quick. These guys came back from the show in February. They did nothing but rave about your cigars. I want you to know that. They did nothing but rave about it for days after. I mean, everything they talked about. I can't wait to meet these guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's, because in the end, everybody still has to go through, no matter how much we like all of them, everybody still has to go through the process. There's never been a line that I've really wanted. I hope it's really good.
I know.
It's got to be good, because I really know that these guys are good partners, and it's working out.
Yep.
Young company, but look, we've seen some young companies deliver some great product. I think DC is a perfect example. 2 years old, they're killing it, and these guys are going to be right there.
What's the future vision for German engineered cigars?
We will be introducing our next regular blend in November. You already mentioned something like that. And before that, we want to ask the community what formats they like. So we are going to do a short voting process. We've got the blend will come as a Robusto, and the second blend will be the choice of the cigar community, our fans, our retailers. So we'll come up with a small pack with 3 different formats: a Perfecto, a Corona, and a Churchill. Sell the packs. You can go to our website. You can vote. We'll get it in September. We'll start in September. Voting goes until November. Then we count the votes. We announce the brand. Robusto will be available immediately, and the other format will then be available after TPE, probably end of February.
Excellent. So you truly want to get feedback.
Yes.
And that's great where you can
Yeah.
let us have input on what we like. I think that's a great idea, and that's lost on the industry.
This is the the glow in the dark band.
Correct.
That
So
was
the package will come out as a Autonom, which is our playground, and then when we announce the name of the brand, it will be the same design of the band. Then it will be a glow in the dark. It will be black, and it will be a Maduro cigar.
beautiful. I'll tell you what, the glow in the dark label is unique to the industry. I don't know of anybody that's ever done it. They had it in a box where they could hit it, flash it with some paper, and all of a sudden it looks like all the little dials on your watch, and it is really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this evening.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. Oliver, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us. Everyone, give it up to Oliver Nichols!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
This is gonna be a good
May
night.
I leave this very
Yes.
pleasant
Oh,
chair?
yes, absolutely.
Yes. You can take it back with you if you'd like, just
Yes,
to say
you
you were
can.
at ICC.
Yeah, that's it.
Check that on at the
The hot
at
seat.
the airplane.
Better than most airline seats.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
This is great. I'm glad I made a mistake in the scheduling.
Yeah, so now we
on
can
Park Up
actually
Front.
see the
We can
car
see
show.
the cars.
Yeah, that is good news. I think we should probably bring Adrian.
And then let's wrap this bitch.
Yeah, Adrian.
How about you do you do the intro, because yours, I'm gassed.
You are gassed.
I gassed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous, one and only, Adrian Barunda!
Good morning.
Good morning.
What you packing?
Little
HB9?
P80. No, P80. 9mm.
Nice.
Little 9 mil.
Little guy.
In case things get out of hand at the car show.
This
Yeah,
little
you
guy.
never know.
Yeah.
You actually never know.
You never know.
What's up, dog? You
Good
got
morning.
that
It's
good-looking
Saturday.
shirt?
Good. Thank you.
You're always
Love your
rocking
shirt.
that.
Yeah, man. You make that
Appreciate
shirt
it.
look good.
I see
style.
Christopher
Love it.
Hook 924. I'm going to assume that he's got a 924. He's got a 928
He's
sitting out
4
front
away.
right now.
He's 4 cylinders away from
4
being a
cylinders
really
away
cool
from being
shirt.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she knows how to park that, because if she hits my car,
That is really.
I'm going to need that gun for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's new in your world, bro?
Hey, so we got our LTC course coming up on the 23rd. Maybe a couple slots left, but we got a good group of people coming up.
Good.
I'm going to put together a nice little swag bag for that. We'll have a cigar in there for sure. So excited to have that. Early morning qualification, so, kind of beat the heat, come back here, do the class, and then enjoy a cigar.
And Boogie.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's $75.
Yep.
It's led by Jeff Kranz.
Yep.
Who is he's Plano SWAT.
Yep.
So what better type of individual to get your
Yeah.
LTC from?
Great dude.
And he makes the complex really simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, he reminds me a lot of like Andrew with his golf instruction.
Yep.
It's just one little subtle change, and all of a sudden it just makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that.
Yep.
What about? Did you already release? Oh yeah, July's
got
we already
the July
have.
shirts out. Rob's wearing his right now.
Yeah, that's right, America,
sir.
baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got the new one coming in. Designs ready. The shirts will go in for printing, and we'll get that towards the end of the month.
How is that? Is that fun for you? Is it stacking up to be a ton of work, or how is it?
Not. It really isn't, because the printer takes care of everything. They do obviously the printing. I supply the shirts, and then they do the packaging and all that good stuff, and it's out the door.
And that's really cool because you're using a local printer.
Yep.
You're using a local business to facilitate
Yeah.
all this stuff. I think that's kick-ass.
He kind of brought me on. He has his own shirt club for the fire department. He used to be a firefighter, Dallas PD or Dallas FD. You know what? I need to talk to him and see if he knows Thai.
Yeah.
Anyways, he started a shirt club while he was in, and he's up to 5,000 subscribers a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So the dude is like,
That's
said,
awesome.
"Why don't you come in? Let me show you the ropes, and I'll print your shirts." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Well, and the quality. He obviously knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
The shirts that you're using, the fabric is extremely comfortable.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are no corners cut in this, and
No.
it's just a win all the way around.
Yeah, most definitely. Cigarsandguns.com. Check them out. Join the shirt club. We'd love to have you.
I like it because I've gone in to buy some T-shirts, and T-shirts are ridiculous these days. I mean, to buy like the Vineyard Vines and some of those, they're $50, $60 for a T-shirt.
For a T-shirt.
For a T-shirt. And I love T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
This just makes sure that I'm always reloaded with T-shirts, and everywhere I go, that's awesome. Where'd you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it always has a gun and a cigar theme to it, but it is, but it's subtle. Even though I've heard like Brandon Byer's son wore a couple to church camp.
Yeah, they're maybe not good for your 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I think you were the mud flap girl, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
With America AF.
Oh, America
AF? Yeah.
Okay.
And that AF
Either one
doesn't
of
stand
those
for
two, yeah.
autofocus, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
America is fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Now, make sure to do that. And if somebody wants to follow you, where do they go?
Yeah, all platforms, Cigars and Guns. We're ramping up our YouTube page right now. We'll get some more content on there. But yeah, all the platforms, we're there. Check us out.
Excellent.
That's it. Adrian, sign us off, brother.
Yeah, join us every Saturday for Saturday at the shop, 10:10ish a.m. And then Tuesdays for Cigar Talk, 8ish p.m. Central Time. And that's where we judge our special guests that we have every week. And we've got Kevin coming up Tuesday.
It's going to be Tequila Tuesday this week.
Tequila Tuesday.
Be ready.
yeah.
I don't know if he's watched the show, but we're going to judge the hell out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. He's ready.
No,
he's in.
That show has a whole set of legs of its own, and it is a blast. And you guys get a little lubed up, so the show has a tendency just to ramble.
It
Apparently,
never finds the rails.
once you guys have knocked down half a bottle of something, it's just no one knows when to end the sentence.
Yeah, it rolls. It rolls. So make sure to check it out. It's a blast. So that's it.
Let's go see the car show.
Let's see as they start rolling in.
It's just starting now, so
Yeah, that's
we
perfect.
need to get out there.
All right.
Let's do it.
Adios,
Peace, guys.
suckers.
Later.
Adios.